the origin of everything, the Big Bang and beyond. For as long as humans have existed, we have looked up at the night sky and wondered, where did all this come from? The stars, the planets, the galaxies stretching infinitely in every direction, what caused them to exist? What is our place in this grand cosmic dance? Today, we have a leading scientific explanation for how the universe began. We call it the Big Bang Theory, not the sitcom, but the most widely accepted theory of cosmic origins. However, the Big Bang is not the only explanation. Throughout history, alternative theories have emerged, from steady-state universes to cyclic models, and even the possibility that we live in a multiverse. So, let's embark on a journey through time, space, and imagination, starting from the very beginning. 1. The moment before time, the pre-Big Bang universe. Let's start with a paradox. Before the universe existed, there was nothing. But what does nothing even mean? No stars, no space, no time, just an incomprehensible void. Scientists believe that 13.8 billion years ago, all the matter, energy, and even the fabric of space itself were crammed into a single, infinitely dense point, a singularity. This singularity defies human understanding. It was infinitely small and infinitely hot, a place where the laws of physics as we know them break down. No atoms, no light, no motion, only a state of unfathomable density and energy. And then, in an instant, everything changed. 2. The Big Bang, the birth of the universe. In an explosion that was not an explosion, the singularity expanded faster than the speed of light. It wasn't an explosion into space because space itself did not exist yet. Instead, space stretched in every direction, dragging all of existence with it. This event, which we call the Big Bang, wasn't a bang in the conventional sense. There was no sound because sound requires air, and there was none. It was simply a sudden, incomprehensible expansion of energy, space, and time itself. Within the first trillionth of a second, the universe inflated from the size of an atom to a cosmic structure spanning billions of light years. Scientists call this period cosmic inflation, a phase of extreme expansion that set the stage for everything we see today. But what exactly was expanding? The answer is space itself. Imagine a balloon covered in dots. As you inflate it, the dots move apart. Similarly, galaxies move away from each other, not because they're traveling through space, but because space itself is stretching. This discovery was groundbreaking, and in 1929, Edwin Hubble provided the key evidence. He observed that distant galaxies were moving away from us, meaning the universe was expanding. If you rewind the clock, that expansion must have started from a single point leading directly to the Big Bang Theory. 3. The formation of matter, from chaos to cosmos. In the first millionth of a second, temperatures were so high that atoms couldn't exist. Instead, the universe was a soup of quarks, gluons, and photons, the fundamental building blocks of matter. As things cooled, which, in cosmic terms, still meant millions of degrees, these particles began bonding together. Quarks formed protons and neutrons, the building blocks of atoms. At around 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe had cooled enough for hydrogen and helium atoms to form. These first atoms absorbed free electrons, allowing light to travel freely for the first time. The cosmic fog lifted, and the universe became transparent. This ancient light, called the cosmic microwave background (CMB), is still detectable today. Discovered in 1965 by Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson, the CMB provides some of the strongest evidence that the Big Bang actually happened. 4. The birth of stars and galaxies. Fast forward 100 million years. The universe is still dark, filled with clouds of hydrogen and helium. But then, under the force of gravity, these gas clouds collapsed, igniting the first stars. These first stars were monsters hundreds of times larger than our sun. They burned hot, lived fast, and died in massive supernova explosions, creating heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron, the elements that would one day make up planets, oceans, and life itself. As more stars formed, they grouped into galaxies, vast cities of stars stretching across the universe. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, formed around 13 billion years ago, eventually giving birth to a rather unremarkable star we call the Sun. 5 alternative theories. Did the Big Bang actually happen? While the Big Bang is the leading theory, it's not the only idea out there. Here are a few alternative explanations. Steady-state theory. Proposed in the 1940s, this theory argued that the universe had no beginning or end. Instead, new matter was continuously created to keep the universe looking the same over time. However, this theory was disproven when the cosmic microwave background was discovered. The cyclic universe. What if the universe expands and contracts forever? Some theories propose that the Big Bang was not the beginning but just one phase in an infinite cycle of expansion and collapse. The multiverse hypothesis. Some physicists suggest that our universe is just one of many, a bubble in a vast multiverse of parallel realities. If true, there could be infinite versions of you reading this right now. 6. The fate of the universe. How will it all end? Just as we ask how the universe began, we also wonder, how will it end? The big freeze, heat death. If the universe keeps expanding, galaxies will drift apart, stars will burn out, and eventually, all energy will spread too thin for life to exist. This is called heat death, a universe that fades into eternal darkness. The big crunch. If gravity overcomes expansion, the universe could collapse back into a singularity, potentially setting the stage for another Big Bang. The big rip. If expansion accelerates forever, space itself could tear apart, pulling galaxies, stars, and even atoms into oblivion. 7. Humanity's place in the universe. The Big Bang teaches us that everything, the stars, the planets, even you, came from the same cosmic event. The atoms in your body were forged in dying stars billions of years ago. In a way, we are the universe made conscious, trying to understand itself. While we may never fully grasp the mysteries of existence, one thing is certain: our story is woven into the grand tapestry of the cosmos. And as we gaze up at the night sky, we are not just looking at the past, we are staring at the beginning of everything. Conclusion. The universe is vast, mysterious, and mind-boggling. The Big Bang Theory, while widely accepted, is only one explanation of how it all began. New discoveries might rewrite everything we think we know. But for now, we stand on a tiny rock in an infinite cosmos, pondering the greatest question of all. Why are we here?